Job losses in the form of stand-downs were becoming all too common. However, the third instalment of the government's economic response provides some hope. I'm going to share 5 areas of support you need to be aware of if your work situation is at risk. The first is to speak with your employer, even if you've recently been stood down. The JobKeeper payment is the latest government initiative to help businesses cover the cost of their staff wages, which may ultimately help you keep your job and income. Eligible employees are expected to receive at least $1,500 a fortnight from their employer, with the government subsidising these costs for up to 6 months. It is expected that if you've already been stood down and both you and your employer are eligible, you could receive payments in May, backdated to the 30th of March. As of today, the 2nd of April, this has not yet been legislated, but keep an eye on our website for updates. We've also included information to help you understand if you or your employer are eligible. The second is to get in touch with Centrelink, as the government have recently allowed for easier access to payments for those impacted by COVID-19 related job losses. There are also one-off booster payments being paid this month and again in June or July for those who are eligible. It is essential to register your intent to claim early and understand what you may be entitled to. The third is being able to access your super. There has been some relaxation on the rules to accessing super, allowing eligible people to withdraw up to $10,000 from their super by the 30th of June and another $10,000 from the 1st of July to the 24th of September. These payments are tax-free and will not impact Centrelink entitlements. At this stage, it's not known whether the JobKeeper payments, so the ones I spoke of to start with, will prevent eligibility to accessing super. So until that's legislated, watch this space. Whilst this can provide much needed funds, there are other things to consider. For many, your super will be worth less today than it was 3 months ago, due to the broad economic impact of the coronavirus. Therefore, taking money out of your super now may mean you're crystallising losses that have already occurred because of the downturn in the market. This could have an impact on anticipated earnings. Of course, the actual loss will depend on your age and your investment performance. However, it is important to understand the whole picture before making a decision. Head to our website as we've provided some examples to illustrate the possible impact. The fourth area to understand and help with your support is by understanding your ongoing income needs, knowing what they are and working out what you can live without, even for just a while. May also be possible to negotiate the payment of some of your necessary expenses. If you have a mortgage, contact your bank, as it may be possible to pause repayments for up to 6 months. If you are renting, you may be eligible for rent assistance from Centrelink. It is also worthwhile speaking to your landlord or agent, as they may be open to negotiating your rental payments. There is also added protection through a moratorium on evictions for the next 6 months for those suffering financial hardship. And finally, reach out to suppliers of services you may be using, such as electricity, gas, or your phone. Many organisations will work with you to arrange payment plans. The key is to communicate early. One word of warning though is that you must not confuse pausing or deferring payments as being forgiveness. You will still be required to pay the outstanding amounts. You are simply being given more time to do that. In the case of a mortgage, interest will still accrue and be payable once you're in a position to recommence payments or after an agreed time frame. Finally, if you are overwhelmed, seek help. There are government-funded financial counselling services available, or you could seek advice from a qualified financial planner. It is important to know that you're not alone and support is available. For more detailed information on any of the areas covered, please go to our website and visit the dedicated coronavirus webpage.